Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we're following a story out of Lenoir County where a Jacksonville woman is now behind bars facing meth charges. The Lenoir County Sheriff's Office says detectives pulled Kayla Melton over on Friday during a traffic stop. Now during the stop, they did a probable cause search and found meth and drug paraphernalia. The 35-year-old woman was arrested and charged with felony possession of meth and misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. Melton is currently booked in the Lenoir County Detention Center under a $2,500 secured bond. And now we want to focus on the heat, as today is a First Alert weather day. Right now, air temperatures already into the 90s across parts of eastern North Carolina, but we've got a couple more hours of heating left to go. So if you're wondering, okay, is this as hot as we're going to get today? Quick answer, no. No, we will be getting a little bit warmer off of where we're at right now. Currently 90 degrees in Washington along the waterfront, west-southwesterly wind at 16 miles an hour. You can see just kind of how breezy it is by looking at the water. You can kind of see some of those wind gusts creating some more intense chop there. 94 degrees is what it currently feels like outside when you factor in that 69-degree dew point. Now, as far as what we've got sky condition wise, most of eastern North Carolina enjoying mostly sunny skies. Not really a whole lot there. Now, air temperatures along the coast certainly warmer, and well, humidity, or excuse me, your feels like temperatures warmer, your air temperatures are cooler, but because your humidity is higher, it still feels like we're at 94 degrees. Currently 84 in Morehead City, southwesterly wind 18 miles an hour, but a dew point in the upper 70s. Right now across eastern North Carolina, most of us are either in the upper 80s or low 90s. And when you factor in the humidity, it's feeling like we're in the mid to upper 90s throughout most of eastern North Carolina, with a few areas feeling like we're in the triple digits. It is hot, it is humid, and it is summertime in eastern North Carolina, at least according to these numbers. Right now, humidity also very high. We've got dew points a little bit lower than where they were yesterday, which will allow our air temperatures to heat up maybe a few more degrees. But humidity is still very much present. We've got dew points upper 60s, low 70s. That is summertime humidity, and it will lead to a feels like temperature that could again be dangerous for some who may be heat sensitive. Now, air temperatures for today and tomorrow will end up in the low to mid 90s. However, tomorrow's First Alert weather day is going to be more focused on the strong to severe storms that will roll through later on in the evening. Now, wind gusts could exceed 60 miles an hour with tomorrow's storms, but for tonight, probably not going to see a whole lot of rain activity out there. 91 degrees at 1 turns to 93 by 2, 94 between 3, 4, and 5 p.m. And then we'll start to cool back down again. It'll be a slow and gradual process, getting to the mid 80s by 8, low 80s by 9, 10, and 11, dipping into the 70s by the time we get past midnight tonight. Now, as far as what we've got coming our direction, we've got our kind of the last cold front we'll see for about a week or so. And that cold front, you're seeing it there. It's not the one behind, it's the one in front. That frontal boundary, again, is going to essentially absorb the energy from the system behind it. And that will again lead to a stronger system moving through eastern North Carolina, again, late Thursday evening to Thursday night. After that, high pressure will inch its way closer to eastern North Carolina, giving us a pretty decent chance of some sunny skies and very sunny days for Saturday as well as Sunday and even Monday of next week. With high pressure returning to the area, again, we're not looking at the same sort of pop-up shower and thunderstorm chances. Now, there are still that chance for maybe a few isolated pop-up showers and storms for Friday and Saturday, but those chances, again, not quite as high as what we just previously got done with a couple days ago. Now, next week will still be hot. 94 degrees on Sunday, 96 on Monday, 96 again on Tuesday, 95 on Wednesday. Right now, have not issued a First Alert weather day yet for Wednesday, but I'm anticipating that will be issued coming up later on today, as that heat will be dangerous and potentially oppressive for some as we head through next week. These are numbers you usually reserve for July and August. Well, here we are mid-June, and already, again, talking about the mid-90s with the heat index well into the triple digits. So best thing I can tell you guys is take advantage of the coast. Take advantage of, again, our proximity to water. Usually that coast tends to have a cooler air temperature, specifically this time of year, to help people cool down. Also, again, community pools are a great way to cool down. Make sure you are hydrated. Avoid spending time in the sunshine between the hours of 10 a.m. to around 5 p.m. And listen to your body. I think that's the most important thing you can do, is listen to yourself. If you start to get a headache, if you feel like you're dehydrated, don't wait another 10, 15 minutes to go address those issues. Address them in the moment, because that heat is only going to get stronger as we head through the next couple hours. Well, that's all we have time for today's, looks like 1 p.m. news and weather update. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour, just under about 53 minutes. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday.
First Alert Desk is sponsored by Supreme Choice.